And the posting is not something you should be doing. And then also we're going to talk about how to make posts that comes from within, but then also geared around your business. And then also it's helping you to generate posts that can actually generate you leads. And we're going to dial in on why these posts that come from within are more, I would say, dialed in for your ideal audience than just you just posting random things. A lot of people right now in the industry, they're doing one thing is that they see a trending post that somebody, it can be about Claude, it can be about ChatGPT, it could be a trending topic, it could be anything trending. And you think just because you do it that it's going to go viral probably, or you're piggybacking off of whatever idea that they have. And you're deeming that as like, oh, this isn't random. This is just something that's in my industry that I can do too. And then I'll get some clients or leads from it. But truly, more than likely what's happening is that you must understand that when you create something that is piggybacking off of somebody else's ideal, or you probably have, saw something that you was just like, I can just rinse and repeat this and do it in my own train of thought. Sometimes that isn't good because you have something inwardly in you that you can actually be telling from your story, your like who you are, what you do, your business, and you could be talking about that more in a detailed way than piggybacking off somebody else's idea or their creation. Now, the reason why I'm saying you need to dial in on your story more is because you started this business and what you're doing for that exact reason is to get in front of people and then do what? Get them to be a part of your business, get them to be in your, your ecosystem of what you do, get them to be around you probably, or get more access to you as a human being. And that can mean literally on a Zoom call, that can be right next to you, which is, you should be paying high ticket for. But truly, I'm gonna walk you down a path of why I said what I said in the beginning of this video. And I'm gonna show you something that is gonna dial you in so you can understand why this is all truly about you and you not taking someone else's idea and you not replicating that. Everything, like, the saying is, nothing's new under the sun. But what I can say is that saying is true, but you can say from that saying is that if nothing's new under the sun, there are some ideas that you can create and you can tell based off of you. And you can rinse and repeat these ideas because they're already in you, and you can create from these ideas because they're already in you. And that's the thing about social media. It'll have you thinking that, oh, once I see this, I can just rinse and repeat this and I can just get some clients off of it, or I can get awareness to what I'm talking about off of it, because you probably feel some type of void and you want to feel something that's, like I'm around people, or when I'm saying around people, it's like, oh, I have more people looking at me. I got more eyes on me. And that's what people want with social media that are consistently posting. They're wanting more awareness. And that's the highest commodity right now, as we know, is attention. But you want the right attention, though. You just don't want any type of attention. You want attention that's going to dial in, and you want attention that's going to really help you get to that next level when it comes to your business or your whatever you're doing right now, product or service. So I'm going to tell you a story. This story is, it's about me, but it's also about another client. The reason why I'm telling you this is because this story is dear to me, but it also is very, very, I would say problematic, but it's like if you keep copying people, you're just gonna find yourself in a mode where you're just like the rat on a hamster, or the hamster on a wheel that just keeps going over and over and over and over and whatnot. And so, long story short, I met this guy probably like 3 years ago, and he was in another state. In that other state, we used to link up a lot when I used to do his business content and everything like this. But then he ended up coming to where I stay. And long story short, not to give long story short too much, but he was looking for more business in different areas, because where he's from, there's not a lot of opportunities like that. It is, but you have to go really outside of your city. But he wanted to be next to more entrepreneurs. One place that is really like killing it right now in Florida is, you got Miami, obviously, that's killing it on the entrepreneur side. You got Orlando, and then you got Tampa. Now, all in all, when it comes down to it, it's like one thing that this camera can do is when I work with my clients, is like it will project truly who they are. And if you're not projecting your authentic self on camera, what will happen is that you will find yourself repeating things or doing things out of the norm because you think that what you're doing is right based off of you always thinking one thing. If somebody else did this, I can do this too. What I want you to get out of your head is that since you think that you don't have any ideas, that's the wrong way of real deal, like going about execution on your ideas. You might have a feeling, or you might have an idea that you should be doing for business, or you might be thinking like, I need more leads, or I need this, or I need more awareness to my post and everything like this. One thing that you're innately doing to yourself is, to me, you're consciously, when you keep thinking like that, you're consciously telling yourself that you're moving in lack. There's leads out here for everybody. There's abundance out here for everybody. We all know that. We all know that. And you're probably wondering, you're probably saying to yourself like right now, like, how can you say that if I don't have them now? That just means you're not talking to the right person. One thing I want you to understand is that you have to stop thinking about, and this is going to loop around into that story. You have to stop thinking about where is it all at? Really, it's all right here. It's all right here. So to dial into that story is that we kept shining light. And what I mean by when I say shining light on to this client is that we kept doing videos and we kept performing videos that he wanted to do. And that's one thing about me is I'll listen to clients and I'll hear them out. And really what they should be doing is they should be following my methods based off of what I know in the last 15 years of doing what I've been doing. But sometimes I hear clients out and I'll be like, all right, let's test your method. Let's dial in what you want to do and let's test your method. And if it doesn't work, then what we'll do is we'll go back to my method. Because my method is going to do one thing. It's going to push you to be that frequency you need to match with so you can dial in on who you want to be, that you see yourself from 3 to 5 years from now. We're going to quantum leap to that next you. A lot of clients, they'll see something on Instagram, they'll see something on TikTok and YouTube and like, that's what we need to be doing. Or that is me. That's cool if you see an idea, but how can you tie that idea and create something creatively based off of internally what's already in you and not merely just stealing somebody's identification on what they're doing and how their business moves? Back to the story at hand now. So that story, when you keep shining light, and it's not moving. The light is not penetrating and blossoming a seed that's been, in a foundation. It's not blossoming through the ground. What'll happen is that truly the client will forget about the mundane of these things. And when I think about it, this is like customer service, or they'll forget about the journey of their clients, or they'll forget about, am I truly doing this from purpose? Am I truly doing this from a true essence of what I love to do? And, a lot of people in business say one thing is like, you got to do the boring stuff. You got to do the boring stuff. The boring stuff matters, which is all true. But you want to make sure that you do the boring stuff in something that you like, and not just doing the boring stuff in something that you see somebody else doing. So this client, we kept doing that. And then after that, we started running ads based off of what he wanted to run ads on. Trickle up, he has 10,000 people in the community. We got him all of these people in the community from running ads and all of these type of landing pages and everything that we built. Yes, he got offers. He sold a lot of people. Yes, all of this is true. But like I told you in the beginning of this conversation, the camera will only shine light on truly who you are in that frequency. So if you're moving the wrong way or you're not in the right frequency, and what I mean by that is truly you're always in the right frequency. You just don't know it. I mean, what I mean by that, and I'll break that down a little bit more. Side note is that you're probably in the right frequency right now, but it's a learning lesson frequency. And I like to say that because it's like we learn from where we are and we move based off of where we see we want to go or where we want to be. So to me, he was in like a learning frequency, and he didn't know it until I actually spoke to him about it man to man. And just to paint a picture, once we started running these ads, and this is a company that I helped scale to like 1.9 million. When we started running these ads, start scaling the company, what happened is that greed kicked in. And when greed kicked in, it really started showing me, and I'm looking outside in, I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I know you want the money, but we got literally a plethora worth of people that is waiting on us to get in contact with them based off of them seeing the ads. So he wasn't able to fulfill the amount of people that were in the pipeline based off of us running the ads. And the ones he did fulfill, he was just getting a whole bunch of money up front. I want the money. But the fulfillment came last. And what I mean by that is, it's like, yeah, you get your money, but fulfilling the journey from when people get in contact with you till they pay, that's where it becomes a problem. Because when you run ads, the thing about running ads is, and I know this because I've been doing it, and we dialing on people's story. And when you dial, like I said, you dialing on people's story and you do content the right way and you understand the context of the content, what'll happen is that you will do it so well that the people that's watching you online, they're ready to buy immediately and they're ready to get in contact with you. But if your true colors start to show based off of his was greed and you don't cut off the ad, these people find loopholes to get in contact with you by giving you what? Bad reviews. And in those bad reviews, you're what? The word of mouth on the street is that you really don't do what you do. Now that company, that client, it's not with me no more. And that was like 5 years ago. I had a talk with him that was man to man. I was like, yo, we gotta cut off these ads, bro. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, we got a lot of people, we got to service and we got to do these things and whatnot. So when I hear people say, oh, I want leads, or I want more awareness, are you truly ready for that? Do you even know how to understand how to speak correctly to the camera to be able to portray the true you? Have you even told your story enough to be able to be confident enough for people to understand and hear you out, to then make a conscious decision on whether they need to work with you or not? This, what you're looking at right now, this same camera, I have made crazy amount of money on. It's a GH5 with an 18 to 35 millimeter speed booster attached. If you know cameras, this is actually an old camera in the game, but it does what it's supposed to do. It pushes a good image out, and I know how to edit good, but that is all just a tool compared to the story that I'm telling you. If I tell a good story and I pair that with a good quality visual, then we get something that can move numbers. Every camera shoots in 4K. You can start with your phones. Every camera shoots in 4K nowadays. If you tell your message the correct way, and that's why we create video core assets, for the reason of dialing in your story that is an asset. I know if you're watching this that you consider yourself as an asset, and an asset is something that compounds over what? Time. A lot of your content let's go back to the beginning of this whole video, is a lot of your content is that you're getting ideas or you're recreating stuff from Instagram when that stuff has already been dead. Because if you're seeing it, trust me, they've already been recreating it multiple times. But how do you create from within? It's truly your story. And you have a story that's connected to your business, and that business is an asset, and you are the asset that started that. So if you want more leads, you need to dial back in. Now, if you want to know how to dial back in, what I want you to do is just click the link below, get on my calendar, read through the page. I actually have some PDFs on there, some low ticket offers. Check out the low ticket offers. It'll help you dial in. But if you want to actually get on my calendar, you can get on my calendar too. The landing page will take you to there. Either way, wherever you're at in your journey, I want to help you out. because I've been doing this enough where I understand like every part of the journey, even when you take your phone out your camera. I mean, you keep your camera out your pocket and you're trying to shoot something like this. I can help you out to start that. Regardless, I want to help. So I thank you for watching this video. Like I said, click the link below and I'll see you on the other side.